The first topic we're going to cover is image formation. Image formation is the projection of a three-dimensional scene onto a two-dimensional plane. We need to understand the geometric and photometric relation between the scene and its image. By geometric, we mean given a point in the scene, we want to understand where it ends up in the image. And by photometric, we mean given the brightness and appearance of a point in the scene, we want to understand what the brightness and appearance would be in the image. So we're going to start with the concept of a pinhole camera. This is the simplest type of camera you can imagine. It has a very long history. The pinhole camera performs what's called perspective projection. This is one of the most important concepts in computer vision. We'll derive perspective projection and talk about some of the visual manifestations of perspective projection. And then we'll argue that while the pinhole camera is great in terms of the clarity of images it can produce, it simply does not gather enough light. To resolve this issue, we use lenses. We'll talk in great depth about image formation using lenses. Lenses have various attributes: focal length, depth of field, defocus, f-number. We'll discuss all of these different characteristics of lenses. And then we'll talk about various issues related to lenses. Even if a lens is perfectly manufactured, it turns out that it's going to end up having some geometric aberrations and produce some distortions. We'll talk about what these effects are in images and how we might be able to correct them. Next, we'll deviate from perspective projection and look at the problem of capturing unusually large fields of view. For example, a hemispherical field of view. Turns out this cannot be done using perspective projection. And so we design lenses which will allow us to capture very large fields of view as well as combinations of mirrors and lenses. And finally, we'll talk about biological eyes. We'll talk about some fascinating designs that nature has come up with, and then we'll focus on the human eye and some of its remarkable characteristics.